team in the white, black, and the blue numbers for UT Arlington. And the Mavericks will control the opening tip. And here's the starting five for the Mavs under Greg Young. 14th different lineup. David Azor, league's leading scorer, two-time conference player of the week. He's in there with Levi Bischoff, underclassmen Wilson and Wamba as well. A team averaging 68, second best scoring offense in conference action. Shot clock's already at 6. South opens in the zone. Step back, the three with the left hand in short. Offensive stick back. Tonight, 55-52. Was a game of rebounding, especially on the offensive glass, where Texas State won that battle 18-10. South Alabama starting five. Manning and Chandler are both in the Sun Belt's top 5 scoring. The rest of the 5 are Thomas, Franklin, and Gonsalves.
Well, Chandler had 24 straight games in double figures until Wednesday night when he had exactly 1 against Texas State.
Draws the front of the iron, but a foul out at the top of the arc. That's going to be Shamar Wilson. Patrick Wamba, his first, the sophomore from the Congo.
And that'll give South Alabama the ball and a fresh 20 to work with.
Wamba and Nick Alame, who's currently on the bench, get a little upset. They both speak fluent French. They can understand each other, and possibly nobody else on the floor knows a thing in the world they're talking about. There's a whistle.
Yep, they're going to get it on Wilson now.
Wow,
again, a hold away from the basketball.
So South Alabama's opening zone was good. UT Arlington's a very good on-ball defense. Best described, one word, tenacious. Shot clock at 10, and South Alabama still outside. No score yet. Ball tipped away, and there's a tenacious steal. A team that forces 8, second best in the conference at causing turnovers, is UT Arlington.
Well, that's what frustrated Chandler the other night. He had a lot of balls just stripped away from him. And Azor saw that and said, hey, I can do it too.
Hoping to step into a 3 was Bischoff. That ball tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Gaio Gonsalves, honored prior to tip. One of the seniors for South Alabama out of Brazil, was playing some Division II in Oklahoma when lured to South Alabama by Richie Riley. Shot clock's under 10 again for the Mavericks. Swatted away. And a bad pass. UT Arlington gets it right back. The drive, floater, hot kiss. That's above the window. And the first bucket goes to Azor.
That's why he's the top scorer in the Sun Belt. That was an easy shot, and he put it about 4 feet above the rim and is able to kiss it off the glass.
Still no points for the Jags over 2 minutes into the game. Bischoff steps out defensively high out of Ogden, Utah. Began his career at Utah State, where he was an Aggie. Shot clock at 9. Gonsalves' second three-point attempt. Gaio Gonsalves, 62nd 3 of the season for him.
Well, he lives outside the arc. He's had a couple of game winners against Southern Miss last year, Coastal Carolina this year. And when he gets hot outside, he's very, very tough to stop.
2 threes on this floor Wednesday night. He had 4 threes and had 12 December 30th at Arlington. There's a 3 off the iron. Thomas comes flying through. The transfer from Memphis for the rebound. Trying to post up down low is Franklin. Manning throws one in. That's his 25th for the junior, and the transfer from LSU. He had 26 in the overtime loss at Arlington back on December 30th, and put South Alabama out front by 4. 6 unanswered by South Alabama.
Well, both teams playing zone defense, daring you to shoot over the zone.
But they do. And the 3 by Wamba is his 34th. He is the second best three-point shooter on the squad. And now it's a 1-point game. Shot clock at 6. Thomas into the post, drop step. Nice touch, left hand, Franklin.
Picking up of where he left off last Wednesday night. Again, he's the physical presence underneath. Certainly the most athletic guy on this squad with his size. And he can make a difference tonight.
J.J. Chandler, the transfer from A&M, was held at just 1 point Wednesday night. The kick out, Bishop head fake, cross court, Azor fouled from the field and averages 19.7 overall.
But how about that 83% from the free throw line? That's fantastic.
See, his left hand's got some blue tape. This is what kind of player he is, partner. App State, early game, dislocated finger. Ends with 36.
Yeah, no big deal. I got 9 others.
Yeah,
no problem.
It's just the shooting hand. Give me the ball. Go sit down. Drew Sipow's last game had 30 against the Jags and 11 buckets back on December 30th. And he's got 4. 1 point game. Substitutions. Ko Dorichi. Pat, you can handle the rest of the last name.
All right,
you practiced it a lot. He's out of Lagos, Nigeria.
I did. We're going to call him Ko the rest of the way. But Ko Dorichi, Akabundo, Aioku. How about that? Don't ask me to do it twice.
He's a prince. He's got his own money.
He's good, too. Looking forward to seeing him.
I had to get my Trading Places reference in. Thomas. A 3, complimenting the 3 he put down Wednesday night on this floor.
And how about South Alabama? 3 of 4 outside the arc.
South Alabama 3rd in the conference in 3-point percentage, just under 7 a game on average. The 3-point defense of the Mavericks, they allow 8 a game. Shot clock at 3. Smith out to guard, off the iron, raced down, swatted back in, but out of bounds was Dorichi. And South Alabama has it going the other way.
Well, as a team, South Alabama shooting 80%, 4 of 5. And, you know, you're looking at UTA, they're 2 of 4. That's not bad at all, but, you know, South Alabama clearly will cool off at some point. So the challenge for UTA is just keep it close, and that's what they've been doing all year. They've kept everything close all year.
UTA has now lost 5 of their last 7, with 1 win coming in overtime. That was at Louisiana. That's a good win at the Cajun Dome. The other win was against bottom feeder Little Rock. Ball slapped away in the backcourt. UTA with it. 3 is short. Had a good look at it. South Alabama's Deontay Smith comes out with a snare.
That's the look you want. The Sun Belt Conference's leading scorer with a wide open 3 and just short-armed it just a tiny bit.
So the Mavericks now 11-16, 7-9 in the conference. South Alabama trying to keep their grip solidly on the 5 seed before heading to Pensacola. The spin, floater, slapped. Wilson with a rebound, and here come the Mavericks. Just over 6 minutes into the game. South Alabama equaling their biggest lead. A block. Lance Thomas, his first down near the baseline. The second team foul against the Jaguars.
Yeah, just got too much body as Azor had an opening on that baseline, and Thomas sliding over 1 step too slow.
Jack Hoiberg, grad transfer from Burr Ridge, Illinois. A 3-point role player. You'll see why. He's in to put them up and make them. Dad is the former Bulls head coach, Fred Hoiberg, who's currently the Nebraska Cornhuskers head coach. They had a rough season. Nebraska's AD's already come out saying we're sticking with him. How about a rejection underneath? Franklin on the poke out. Here comes South Alabama Smith. Euro step. He gets packed. Laz Rojas, the Fresno State transfer, with the block.
Well, Javon Franklin's so good defensively on that end, gets the block, but then no worse feeling than Deontay Smith. You go up, take a Euro step, and next thing you know, you got 3 guys in your grill.
There is a wall of black jerseys there. You can see it. And Smith really a bit out of control, but 4 per game on the rejections. UT Arlington loves to block, 5th in the league. Dorichi averages 3.2 a game himself, and he'll step out to guard Franklin. 5 to shoot. Runner at the rim, but it's going to be a foul on Dorichi.
Yep, KO got him, and that'll send Manning to the free throw line, although the UTA bench did not agree. Let's take a look at the replay and see Ooh, that's a lot of ball there. Could have gotten the body, though. May have called the body shot.
Man, he gets up. He's a former walk-on, KO, from Nigeria. Put on scholarship just prior to the season, coming to the United States when he was 13.
And he was working at Home Depot during the pandemic. Lumber and plumbing. It's pretty impressive.
Have you priced lumber lately?
I have not. I've heard stories.
Manning, that's my excuse to get out of this labor-intensive chores around the house. The lumber's too high.
I don't think there was any body there either.
Oh, wait. Yeah,
wow.
He kind of came down on him, perhaps. Manning on the conversion. Nick Alame, one of the other fluent French-speaking players, and he's from Paris. That's him with the ball coming top of the arc. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Jaguars. Is that ball kicked? They put 20 on the shot clock. Yeah. Off the foot. 13 to play in the opening half as Rich Holly observes. Smith now will step out on Hoiberg. Chest pass near side Alame. Baseline. Got the roll. UTA answers a scoring drought of over 2.5 minutes. South Alabama, meanwhile, 4 of their last 5 have gone. And the Jags have been good inside and out. 3 threes already. 67% on the floor for South Alabama. Smith open. Dropped it. 4th 3 for the Jags. 44th on the year for the transfer from TCU.
Well, despite the zone defense, South Alabama's finding the openings because they drive into the middle of the zone. The zone collapses, and you got somebody open outside. And the difference between tonight and Wednesday night so far is that South Alabama's been deadly outside the arc.
South Alabama's biggest lead at 7. Manning flying through defensively. Shot clock at 6. Floater. No good. Offensive rebound. Slap from behind. And South Alabama's Smith. He'll bring it out of the pile. Smith thought about it. Dribbles around Rojas. Blocked from behind. He's talking to some colleagues, friends who kind of do what we do, Pat. They wouldn't admit to being my friend, of course. We're talking about blocks and rejections. They're a good stat. They started keeping them. Doesn't always mean a rebound, though. It's kind of like a 50-50 hard off the rim 3. It could be rebounded by anybody. Gonsalves misses a 3. Little inside out. Alex Anderson. The freshman at UTA in a loss, had 7 points in 31 minutes, but 3 assists back on December the 30th.
We'll talk about a floater there, too. He went way above the rim in order to bring it back down.
Pat, your thoughts on the zone defense?
Well, it's what South Alabama has been going to for the last several games, and been fairly effective. You know, they were almost exclusively man-to-man until about 7 or 8 games ago, and they've been going almost exclusively zone since.
Wamba looking for his second 3. On the other end, fadeaway Anderson clips it short.
Wamba and Javon Franklin both went at it underneath. Both guys got up, which is good, but Franklin landed hard on Wamba.
South Alabama by 2-1 margin. Spinning shot. Nice touch, and the answer by Wamba.
Yep, there's the emphatic, I'm just fine.
He's got 5. South Alabama had numbers for about a split second. Jags shooting 55%. 6 buckets, 4 have been threes. Shot clock at 10. Manning can't hit outside. Cut off of the baseline. Gonsalves playing in his final home game as a Jag. Got a switch, but commits the foul. Was trying to defend. Hoiberg had a good step on him, exploiting that area down to the baseline. And now Thomas returns. Chandler, and the first appearance, Marshall Kearing, the junior from Perth, Australia.
previous possession. There's a nice floater by Wamba. When you're in a zone, if you can, you post somebody in the middle. When that ball goes into the middle, now that guy in the middle has plenty of options. If nobody's on you, turn around and take that jumper. Otherwise, you're distributing inside out. And that time, Wamba knew exactly where he was, knew where the defense was, and that was an easy bucket.
Azor with it. A guy who will quietly get to his average. Had the first bucket of the game. Here's a tray. Short. Into the game quickly. Kearing has his first rebound. Kearing posted up. Anderson a little late getting it to him. We'll have to send it back outside. Coming up on 11 minutes into the game. The drive. A collision. Chandler short. Straight up though. Probably a good no call as Wamba was there defensively. Triple short. Slapped out. Hoiberg pulls the trigger.
They're going to get Marshall Kearing on the clear out. He was going up against Bischoff, and Kearing not only cleared him out, kind of hugged him and then pushed him away. Pretty easy call there by the official.
Is that frowned upon?
Yeah, they typically don't like to see that.
Hoiberg checks out. Javon Levi, who started the game from Killeen, Texas, transfer from UT Rio Grande Valley. Seven-point game. UT Arlington has not led since the opening bucket by Azor. With 10 to shoot. The three was an air ball, and it's going 94 feet the other way.
Good job by Shamar Wilson, by the way, to avoid our camera person. Check this out. Here he's going right at you and avoids the contact. Nice job. Run away. That's a Maya on the right baseline. Still intact. We like to see that.
South Alabama's now at 3 minutes on the scoring drought. UT Arlington cold as well. One of their last 8 and have missed 4 consecutive. 1-3-1 zone by the Mavericks. Thomas, one-handed Euro step. Kearing back to the left hand. His first bucket. He averages 4. At a 2-2 all time.
Yeah, but it's been a series of UTA recently, including that game in Arlington back in December.
The dominance was during the Scott Cross era. New AD comes in and they part ways. He goes down to Troy. And now Troy's what, the 2 seed going into the tournament? Just a really good coach, and he had a really good player for a long time named Kevin Hervey. Thomas, offensive foul, according to the baseline crew chief. So Thomas would pick up his second.
We mentioned J.J. Chandler, obviously not in the lineup right now. He sprinted to the locker room. As you see, clearly a nice defensive position there by Jason Levi. Chandler sprinted to the locker room, and we looked at the replay, and it didn't. The finger is not supposed to do what we saw on that replay. So here's hoping he's able to get back in it.
When I barely maintain consciousness on watching the replay, we don't need to show it.
Yeah, it was not. it did not look good.
South Alabama's last foul to give. One more. And early into the bonus will be the Mavericks. How about the drive and the finger roll?
That's a good move by Azor. And again, he's so, whether it's 2 or 3, he just finds open spots and ways to get to the basket. He's very impressive to watch.
He led all scorers Wednesday night at Troy. 24 in a loss, 7 of 17. Marshall Kearing. What a vicious slam down. Open 3 from number 3. Bischoff can't hit, looking for his 37th of the season.
And you talk about Kearing, here's a guy who really couldn't get off the bench in the first half of the season. And because of injuries and illnesses, they had to play him. And the more he played, the more confidence he got, the more confidence that Richie Riley had in him. There's not just token pressure. They're going to make it difficult to inbound the basketball.
Nikolai back into the game for the Mavericks. Tied a career high at 17 against Troy. That's him out defensively on Anderson with the basketball. South Alabama 50%, 8 makes, half of them threes. and controlling the boards 13-7, but a turnover. Azor down the heart of the floor. Gonsalves from behind got a piece of it, will come out with the basketball. So now 28% are the Mavericks, as you see the specialty stat bottom of your screen. Under 6 to play first half. Pull-up 7-footer. Kearing almost over the back. Hits the deck. The arrow keeps it with South Alabama on the alternating possessions.
But you see that defense continuing to come out further and further beyond that three-point line, and it's essentially daring you to take the two-point shot.
KO back into the lineup. There's Kearing. 4 points, 2 for 2, and 3 rebounds since coming into the game.
And not to be confused, KO with UTA, Kayo with South Alabama.
Got away with a hug there, Alame. Then the foul and a little bit of chippiness. Kyle Gonsalves out. Alame's first.
But he's been in Anderson's grill ever since he came in. And again, this is an opportunity to make the defender uncomfortable, and he's pretty good at it.
2 more fouls to give for the Mavericks with 5:31 to go in the half. Manning, nice crossover. Halfway down and out. KO for the rebound. Here come the Mavericks. Just 28% in 1 of their last 7. They need something to go. The lob, open baseline. Popped out on DeRicci.
Surprised they didn't get Kayo on the clear out.
Yeah. Open 3. Spinning, won't go. Manning had South Alabama's second 3. He'll stay at 5. Mid post, Azor triple teamed. Just really taken away out of the offense by the South Alabama D. Smith, the kick out. Gonsalves had to chase it down. How about that move? Kearing, spinning, fade away, drops it.
That stopped the scoring drought of almost 3 minutes. Now UTA dealing with their own 3-minute scoring drought.
Half dozen for Kearing. Right back inside. It's poked away. It's going to be turnover number 5. So 5 each side. To the hole. Finding a crease. About. Anderson has struggled at the free throw line. Gets that one. 10 scoreless minutes. Wednesday night on this floor against Texas State, pulled 2 rebounds. Kearing now leaves the game, and back in comes Javon Franklin.
And by the way, J.J. Chandler, we talked about him being in the locker room, still in the locker room. He hasn't emerged yet. So you're talking about a South Alabama team that's playing without their leading scorer. First time we've seen Turbo come in as he'll take Anderson's spot. Anderson leaves with 4 points, 2 rebounds.
6-0 run for the Jags. Neither team's missed a free throw. 2 for 2 UTA, and the Jags have made all 4. Anderson making the pair on that trip. Around the perimeter. Jones, fresh feet, up high. Out to guard Levi. Shot clock's at 9. Ball deflected. The hand, Manning got in there. Turnover number 6.
And Levi just out of control.
Should stop. That had a deflection to it.
But so far they haven't been able to.
Average loss in conference play by 5. Maybe some points of any kind, though, coming up on a 4-minute scoring drought for the Mavericks. To the corner, rising, firing, short. Good look by Alame. Franklin, the foul in the paint. That's going to put Laz Rojas at the free throw line.
There by Franklin on the a putback by KO. But offensive rebounds, that was a problem that South Alabama had. Texas State was very good at offensive rebound category last Wednesday. UTA with 6 so far tonight.
UTA is in the bonus. This was a shooting foul, 2, but will be at least 1 and 1 for the rest of the half for the Mavericks. 3:09 to play. For a big man, all 6'11" of him, really good at the free throw line. Born in Brazil, Rojas moves to Italy with a mom at 15, moves back to Brazil for club hoops, and then to Florida. Gonsalves finds a way to get open. Can't hit the 3.
That was good awareness by KO. He and Franklin were going for that board, and KO had the positioning.
That's head referee Bill Jacobson to explain exactly what happened.
Yeah, and it was just, they said, you know, they did look at the replay, nothing, it was all incidental, nothing intentional, and it was not a timeout. No timeout by either team, as it was an injury timeout, so nobody charged with anything.
2.5 to play. Into the passing lane. Turned over. Smith is there. 2-on-1. And to the hole. Smith the assist. The finish. Manning.
Good fast break points there by South Alabama, and good awareness by Manning. And you got a 2-on-1 situation. That's exactly how you finish it.
0 for their last 6, 1 for their last 11 are UTA. South Alabama back to their biggest lead of 13. We're coming up on the 2-minute mark. Shot clock at 10. Low post. Near block. Drop step over the left shoulder. That's it. Rojas averages 4, and he's there.
Been over 5 minutes since they scored, but boy, that's going to be tough to defend if you give him space to do that turnaround.
4 points, 2 rebounds for him. Here's South Alabama. Turbo Jones, bounce pass. Almost a tomahawk. Vicious Franklin down with the right hand. He had a double-double against this UTA team on the 30th, 21 and 15. 11 offensive rebounds in Arlington. Try to go alley-oop. How about just 17 first-half points? The Mavericks just 26%, 1 of 11 outside.
Well, Turbo Jones had an opportunity there for a turnover, but you see that 2-on-1 with Smith. Beautiful feed to Manning. And then
here's the dunk.
Here's the dunk by Javon Franklin. Among the trees, he got it done.
Averaging 68 a game. The Mavericks trying to get some kind of life going into the break in the locker room. Jumper. There's one. Azor's second 3. He's second of the season. And he's at 9.
Yeah, surprise, surprise. He's the game's leading scorer. He's got 9 of their 20.
Cuts it to a 10-point game. Travel. He is 13.
So have we fulfilled our wrestling quota for the night?
Well, I wanted to go Bischoff, but Carson Bischoff is evidently no relation to Eric Bischoff. I was so hoping that was the case. Up out of Hoiberg, the kick out. 9 to shoot. Another 3. That's 6 quick in the last minute of the half.
Conference USA.
Conference USA had an exodus. It wasn't just these 3. You've got UAB going.
Houston.
And then some other teams going from leagues up to the Big 12. So here's a jumper. A little bit off balance. Collision underneath the bucket on the floor. Would be foul number 7. And if it's on UTA, 1-and-1 for the Jags.
Yeah, they're going to get it clear out on Wilson. Yeah, Wilson and Javon Franklin were going at it. Matter of who's holding who, and they say Wilson had a hold of Franklin.
Probably Greg Young liked that situation. Haven't seen that response from a coach. Wilson, Avondale, Arizona native, picks up his second foul, putting Franklin at the line with 1 second to go in the half, and misses the front end. Jags really needed First possession, second half. It's UTA. That right lip, Levi. He's across the way on the wing. He's got some advantage. And a three, quickly Bischoff. He'll launch. That is three. If you go back to the end of the first half, within about 55 seconds, the Mavericks 9 quick, and they're going to cut this to a 4-point game.
Well, and again, let's reiterate, if you're just joining us, J.J. Chandler, the team's leading scorer, still in the locker room. He had a nasty finger injury, and he has been gone most of this ball game. So that could be huge for South Alabama going into the Sun Belt Conference tournament if they have to play without him.
Another three. Game.
Well, and if you're Greg Young, that's what you want to see. Make Richie Riley call a timeout when you haven't played a minute here in the second half.
Alex Anderson had some productive first half minutes. He'll run the point as Azar backs off of him. Shot clock at 10. Anderson spinning. Short. Nice rebound. Wilson will control it. J.D. Byers, Pat Greenwood, our ESPN crew, double dribble that time as Wamba found a crease. That will turn it over. Back in comes Gonsalves. So you were mentioning J.J. Chandler still in the locker room with a pretty gross injury to the hand, finger. That's 2 of the top 5 scorers in the conference. One of them in the locker room. Right now, Manning, his shots aren't falling. He's at 7. And that's him running the point for South Alabama, being chased by Levi.
Well, and Chandler obviously struggled Wednesday night with just 1 point, but just having him out of the lineup, this is a different South Alabama team without him.
And he's an assist machine. Yeah. Distributes the ball well, limits turnovers. That was a good look by Smith, and just wouldn't fall. NBA range, and Smith with a rebound.
We'll talk about the door being open for UTA. It is right now.
Anderson double teamed. Marshall carrying Smith, another board. And a nice kick. Not the best shot, but that will count. Manning will take it. He's at 9. His 3rd bucket of the game.
Well, that's a second chance there for South Alabama. They've got 9 offensive rebounds tonight. Flipping the script from last Wednesday.
That was an 18-10 offensive rebound battle win by Texas State. Very key in their victory on this floor over South Alabama, 55-52. Bad pass. Hand in there. Smith has it on the break. 6th steal for the Jaguars. Poked in. And a foul on Bischoff, his first.
He got a lot of ball, but didn't get all ball.
Yeah.
Good call there by the official.
He pointed to 3. Wilson's going to leave the game. And the Jags will inbound underneath. Just the first foul so far, second half. 2.5 into the game. Runner, stick back, too strong Manning. Undercut was carrying, no whistle. Gonsalves, down on. Second 3, he has 6.
Well, again, that's just second chance points for South Alabama. They've got 9 now. That's something UTA cannot afford to do. Give South Alabama another crack at it.
5 threes each side. Deontay Smith went down to the backcourt on the run out. Gonsalves quickly guarded by Bischoff. There's a turnover, and who touched that last? Gonsalves. Possession UTA. 6-point game.
So you got the rebound, the rebound again, and then the kick out Caio Gonsalves, who's able to get the finish. So 2 offensive rebounds on that possession by South Alabama. And then you got a finisher like Gonsalves playing his last game at South Alabama. He's got 6.
South Alabama, their storyline, trying to hang on to that 5 seed. Last game of the regular season, they've lost 2 straight. At App State Saturday, Texas State Wednesday here, and 2 straight losses for the Mavericks. 7-9 in the conference, 11-16. Shot clock at 10. Levi picks up his dribble. Bischoff. Shot clock at 5. Long 3. Gonsalves. Gonsalves, only his second rebound. Floater early in the shot clock. Pat, your thoughts on the shot selection?
It wasn't a bad shot there by Manning, and it was a floater that, I mean, yeah, they could have been a little more patient there, but at this point with Chandler out, I think if you've got an opportunity to take a shot, you take it.
2-3 with some man principles for the South Alabama D. Shot clock again at 10. The Euro and Azor. That's why he's one of the best in the conference. 14 for him, scoring in the paint.
He is fun to watch. As advertised.
They scored first one up 2-0. Cut it to 1. Early stages second half. Again are within 4. Kearing had Smith open on the wing and turns it over. Transition, Lumba. Wanted his third 3 and had to look at it. Richie Riley across the way. Open collar. Instructions. Manning is point guard. Picks his dribble up against Levi. We played 5 minutes second half, and the Jags now turnover prone. That's their 9th.
Well, they had Kearing on the pick and roll and didn't see him.
Off the catch. Bischoff drains it. Some are better off the dribble. Some are better off the catch. And in stride, it's back to a 1-point game. Bischoff with 6. Anderson wants to drive. Shot clock at 8. Gonsalves. Kearing.
And has got his left finger bandaged up. Not sure if he will return or not, but that certainly is a big-time challenge for South Alabama offensively, and that is his shooting hand, by the way.
Kearing, best free throw shooter on the team, just missed both. UTA, ton of momentum. Only had 17 first half points until the final minute. Hit 2 threes going into the locker room. And now 1-point game. Mavericks facing that 2-3 zone. Deep tray, Bischoff short. He's hit from there once tonight. And here comes Manning. Dribbles away from the screen. Bischoff on Gonsalves. Drive, got the bucket, wanted the whistle, hit the deck, and the Jags go up 3.
What a strong move there by Charles Manning Jr. Had defense all over him, didn't matter.
He's in double digits with 11. Azor still leads all scorers with the 14. Hoiberg bounces it to him. Mid-post, turnaround, Azor. Now he's got 16.
Had 3 defenders around him, but had enough separation to get the uncontested shot.
He has 6 buckets. It's almost half of the makes for UT Arlington. Hoiberg, right in Manning's jersey. The lean, too strong. Foul on the floor. That's Azor, and the star for UT Arlington with 2 fouls.
Well, they say he cleared out on the rebound attempt. Let's see where Azor is. Yep, bottom of the screen. Marshall Kearing went flying.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Azor. I don't know if that's it's not like a flagrant malicious error. Could he just happen to have his forearm on the small of the back? Kearing leaves the game. South Alabama by 1, but with the possession. Gonsalves to the corner. Smith. Offensive foul. Smith, the push. Smith's first foul.
Well, the fans don't like it. It was, I think, a pretty good call, though, underneath. Look at Smith.
It was a play for the basketball, to be honest.
Yeah, no foul. That's what it was. They say Smith was the last one to touch it. That makes more sense.
Hoiberg running the point. UTA has somehow figured out this South Alabama 2-3 zone. And at times have shot over it effectively. Now into the post. Here's an opening. And the bucket by Rojas. Big fella. A half dozen for the 6'11" grad transfer.
Well, when you're working on a zone, that middle man is so important. He has to know what to do. And that time Rojas knew exactly where the defense was, knew he had an open shot, and he's able to convert.
Foul, but Mavericks back on December 30th. Shot 8 for 10, had 21 points, 15 rebounds. Misses that one. The impressive part about the rebounds that night, 11 were offensive, but was still an overtime loss in Arlington, Texas. Elame with the basketball. Azor put it on the deck and turned it over. Alley-oop a little late. Bodies flying everywhere, and a foul down at the goal padding.
That was a heck of a tackle by Ko. Everybody goes crashing into those pads.
Is that Ko DeRicci or Caio Gonzalez?
Yeah,
they were both in there.
Yeah, they were both in there, but Javon Franklin was the one that took the brunt of it, but glad everybody is okay.
Franklin's like, hey, alley-oops, let's get that above the ring next time. The humanity.
And that was Hoiberg underneath, but bodies flying at him. Everybody's okay. That's good. Live to play another play.
Foul was on 5'11" Hoiberg. Wamba into the game for Hoiberg as he'll go to the bench. Told you first half, that's son of former Bulls head coach, 10-year player in the NBA, right now Nebraska Cornhusker head basketball coach. Rejects it in the grab. Franklin unsuccessful, and then a frustration foul at midcourt. You see that a lot. And Franklin's second.
It was a good play defensively by Azor, and then, like you said, just, you know, not a problem to go kind of take a swipe as you go by, but you can't put the body in it and pick up a cheap foul, and that's what Javon Franklin did.
Jags, on the other hand, just now committing their first foul, can get to the bonus early. Only one more to give by UT Arlington. They've committed 5. 2-3 zone. Franklin anchoring the middle. Shot clock at 10. Then on Gonzalez. The box out on Rojas, and the Jags get a stop. We're knotted at 38. Open. Smith drains it. Second three. He's got a half dozen with as many rebounds.
That was a big one by Deontay. He had nobody anywhere near him, and is still able to drain it. Those are oftentimes the toughest ones to make when you're all by yourself and you're supposed to make it.
Lame around a mid-post screen. Weak side stick back. That's Rojas.
He got good positioning on Anderson. And right place, right time. That's what you do.
Rojas didn't even take a shot Wednesday night at Troy. He's got 6. He's the transfer from Fresno State. Anderson for the Jags. Dribbling low. Loose. Put back miss. The jam was actually well defended in the paint that time. And a turnover. Tried to feed it out to Wamba. Teammates felt he was drifting to the corner, but he went the other way.
But again, that Alame a little bit out of control there, and that contributed big time to that turnover.
Dozen turnovers for the game for the Mavericks. Manning picked up mid-court by Alame. Double screen high. Wow. KO with liftoff. That went 4 rows deep.
Yeah, he said get it out of here. He's very good at it. Teams lead when it comes to blocks. And that one was an easy one for him.
Man, his wingspan is like the length of an F-150 Super Crew. Manning left-hand dribble. Apparently he touched it last, and it's 94 feet the other way to the Mavericks, and Bischoff ready to check back in.
Well, it's a matter of who wants it at this point, and it doesn't seem any team can score. Both teams struggling offensively.
Mavericks started getting some fuel inside the final minute of the first half. South Alabama had led first half 3 times by 13. But it was 2 quick threes going into the locker room, and then 2 fast threes in the opening minute and a half to start this final 20 minutes. And the Mavericks have kept it close. Can take the lead on this possession. Shot clock under 10. Double team. Somebody's open. Azor, cross court. Open 3. Race down, and Manning has it. Anderson, jump stop, wanted to pass, but nobody home from the elbow. And Alame draws the foul. Manning commits his second. I don't think he's happy with the play of his teammates on the other end.
But how did you? They heard it in Dallas. That was a slap on the arm.
From this angle, it didn't look like a foul. From that angle on the camera work, that was one right in the kisser.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, that was you heard that one throughout the arena.
Alame's first trip to the free throw line. 57% free throw shooter, got a good one there. He's hit double-digit scoring in 3 of the last 4. He's only at 3 now. He's hit double digits 9 times this year. So Lance Thomas, who started the game, will come in for Anderson. Jaguar substitution. Alame ready to settle up his second. The sophomore. Rimmed out.
They're going to get a foul the other way. It looks like they're going to get Shamar Wilson for a push in the back. That'll be 3 on him. Oh, check that. They're going to call it on Wamba. Yeah.
It's his second. A hold on the inbound attempt. Alame has committed his second. And so nobody really in big foul trouble, except that it's taken South Alabama to the bonus, and they'll stroll for the 1-and-1. Greg Young wants an explanation. Manning will try, but it's toe to the line and shoot 1+. 9 minutes to play in the game, and this is a good one right now in Mobile, Alabama. And South Alabama's missed the front end of 2 1-and-1s. We're still tied, 41 apiece. Over the top of the screen, gets poked away though. Manning kind of influenced that high dribble, and the Jags benefit from the 13th turnover. 3, good, Thomas. He'll drop it for his second. He's perfect from outside, 1 in each half.
Well, that was needed by South Alabama. Neither team lining it up offensively. When you get the opportunities, you have to be able to cash in, and Lance Thomas, the big man from outside.
To the corner. Wamba. Gonsalves dropped in the runner. Manning with the assist. Now the Jags getting a bit of a roll going.
This year, 63 are from three-point range. That's only his 10th two-pointer.
Gonsalves with 8 for the game, 2 threes. And almost 3 minutes now without a field goal for UT Arlington. South Alabama by 5. Bischoff misses. Long rebound, and Azor can't hit. He doesn't miss many of those.
Just miscommunication between Gonsalves and Smith as to who was getting the basketball, and an unforced error there will give UTA yet another shot at it.
South Alabama averages 12.5 turnovers a game, now with 11. 13 for the Mavericks. Just one of their last 7 is UTA. Mavericks have had one 1-point lead in the second half. Mid-range jumper, Franklin flying in. And almost turned it over. Azor, nice hustle in the backcourt. Stays with South Alabama.
But Franklin's got springs in his shoes, man. That guy can jump. Got up, got it to Manning, and Azor had a pretty good defensive play to knock it loose.
He's out for midcourt jumps, and worth recapping and noting, South Alabama without the services since the first half. J.J. Chandler, an injury to his shooting left hand, went into the locker room, and it is braced and bandaged heavily. Jump stop. Manning finger roll. 7-point advantage, Jaguars.
Well, you talk about the loss of J.J. Chandler. He's the team's leading scorer. It was Manning who led most of the way in terms of the most points in the year, but J.J. Chandler overtook him about 4 games ago.
Azor still leads all scorers with 16. Manning with that make moves to 13 on the evening. In the paint, big collision, no whistle. Greg Young hands out. Why does the foul call not come? He's wanting an explanation. 4 to shoot. Last touch by South Alabama. Franklin, yeah, he got in there. That's definitely a foul. He went straight up, but the arms come down. Greg Young, not happy. 35-year veteran of the coaching profession. He has seen a lot of those. Trey, side of the backboard. Shot clock violation.
Deontay Smith with great defense there. You had Azor with the shot clock down. He's just got to fire it up. That's the guy you want shooting, but good job by Deontay Smith to keep him cornered by the sideline.
And Salvis almost pulls the trigger.
Well, with UTA not shooting well, good idea to run some clock if you can.
Under 6 to play. Gonsalves contested 3. He hits side of the backboard and pulled out by Thomas. Offensive rebound number 15 for the Jags. Manning almost off the shot clock. Whistle, foul underneath in the second half. Jaguars by 9.
Well, what a time for a 10-0 run. Or check that, a 9-0 run for South Alabama.
South Alabama now 38%. UT Arlington far from out of it. They have shown some streaky offense in this game. Tapping, slapping at it. Franklin was in there with Gonsalves. They're going to put the foul on Caio Gonsalves, number 2.
Well, given the dust up on the other end of the floor, I'm going to expect a lot of whistles for this remaining 5.5 minutes to make sure nothing gets out of control.
Team foul number 3 on South Alabama. Low fouls can hurt you in a tight game second half. That was over and back despite the foul by South Alabama.
Had he let it go and then gotten into the backcourt, wouldn't have been a violation.
He tipped it this side of the line. Recorded it on the other side of the line. South Alabama trying to retake a double-digit lead. Haven't been there since a 13-point advantage late first half. Tapped out. South Alabama gets lucky. Manning, the kick out. Deep 3. Thomas over the back.
Alabama.
KO, the big 6'9" sophomore for Nigeria, was called with his 3rd foul. He scored 6 rebounds. The 3 fouls, 3 blocks. He had 4 at Troy. South Alabama by 11. Shot clock at 9. Ball on the wing. 7 to shoot. That was a very fast foul as Gonsalves stepped low trying to cut off Azor.
Well, they're going to call it on the floor before the shot. So that is number 3 on Caio Gonçalves.
20 back on the shot clock. Team foul number 4 on South Alabama's second half with 4:37 to play. Successfully into Alame. Again, the shot clock late. Still outside, 6 to shoot. Bischoff, the feed to Azor. And he does draw the foul. That's a veteran guy with Gonçalves flying around in front of you. You know you get the contact, and you put the 4th foul on one of the best free throw three-point shooters in the conference.
Well, that's just a veteran player knowing the defender is in the air. He's can't do anything about it. Draw the contact. Try to get the 3 and 1, but instead he'll get 3 free throws. This coming from an 83% free throw shooter in David Azor.
Saw Azor's 2 fingers left hand, shooting hand, heavily taped. He dislocated his against App State first half, a night where he poured in 36 up in Boone, North Carolina. The senior makes them both with a 3rd one coming. These are pivotal for UT Arlington. Anderson now will have to come in as Gonçalves takes a seat with 4 fouls. 4:18 to go in the game.
Well, you talk about these free throws important because UT hasn't had a field goal in over 6 minutes.
No better way to make up a deficit than scoring when that clock is stopped.
But at some point, you got to make a field goal if you're UTA. A rough time to have a rough patch.
Thomas wide open. The putback. Caio was there defensively. Franklin just outleaps him.
Well, Caio also had his back turned, and Javon Franklin knew it.
To your point, Pat, almost 7 minutes without a field goal. Another miss, offensive rebound. Block foul. And maybe on Anderson, it is his first. Javon Franklin, though, he's got 11. 4 buckets. Big dunk here. South Alabama by 10. Welcome back to Mobile, Alabama. Mardi Gras time. The inbound, quick jumper, mid-range. Alame.
Finally breaks that field goal drought. And it's an 8-point ball game.
Smith turns ahead to Thomas. There's your scoring by half so far.
Well, take some time off the clock if you're South Alabama, but you still got to score some more points. I don't know if 54 will do it.
He'll feed it backwards. Manning feeds it into the bucket. Dead on triple. The second 3 will take him to 16. Under 3 to go. On the other end, nice answer by Alame.
The UTA will not go away. They're not designed to.
His first 3, and that's 8 for him. Big time answer for the Mavericks.
And we showed you a graphic earlier. All 9 conference losses by UTA this year have been by single digits. They've been in every game.
Lost Wednesday night at Troy, 59-53. Shot clock's at 4. Richie Riley was running down the sideline. Wow, finding a way to the rim. Just couldn't quite get the bank to go. A turnover. Jabbed away 2-on-1. To Smith. Blocked from behind. Thomas is blocked. The tip in.
Forward, assuming South Alabama can hang on to this lead. You got 6 days for J.J. Chandler to recover from his injury to his shooting hand. Yet to hear, obviously, how serious that is, but certainly a consideration with the conference tournament coming up and looking more and more clear that South Alabama will be the 5 seed taking on Little Rock next Thursday at 2 p.m.
Quick foul by Wamba. And now South Alabama's in the bonus. That's the 10th team foul committed by UTA, and that was necessary about 50 feet from the bucket at that point in the game.
Yeah, but with a minute and a half to go, though, probably not a bad idea as you try to get something going. And J.J. Chandler cheering his team on from the bench. Here's hoping that he is able to play next week.
Wamba's third foul. Anderson on the free throw. He's 3 for 3 from the line. Sinks the pair on that high arcing shot. Smith for the Jags, the closest to a double-double. He's got 8 points, 8 rebounds, 4 steals. NBA 3. The bank not open. 61-49 South Alabama.
I don't think Richie Riley could have yelled no louder. As Anderson was attacking the basket, and Riley saying no, 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 hold it back, run some clock here.
Azor tapped the possession out, but goes out of bounds, stays with the Jaguars. Azor had been averaging 24 a game in conference play and has 19 right now. All he's been billed to be with 4 rebounds and 2 assists. Bischoff to Manning. Gonsalves. Players just trying to avoid being fouled. Shot clock under 10. Anderson. 3 no good with a minute to play. $12-point deficit. Rain in some threes, and the texture changes here late. The drive and the scoop and an and one opportunity coming up for Azor.
And Azor got hammered. That was a late whistle. But Javon Franklin, I believe, will be the guilty party there. If so, that's number 3 on him.
Azor's got 21 now. He has not missed at the free throw line. 5 of 5. He came in having tried 172 free throws. 2-time conference player of the week. Makes it an old-fashioned 3 and a 9-point deficit for the Mavs. South Alabama was hot, above 60% for much of the first half. Both teams are sub 40 right now. But South Alabama with 7 extra shots, thanks to a 41-32 rebounding advantage and really good penalty offensive glass.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, South Alabama with 19 offensive rebounds compared to 11 from UTA. And that's a flip of what happened last Wednesday.
Almost the same number.
Yeah, when Texas State out-rebounded South Alabama. That was the difference.
Jags will walk to the other end with Manning getting ready at the free throw line. Bischoff will come in, some offense for defense, and Las Rojas, who's been good scoring the basketball, will also return for the Mavericks. Definitely offense for defense, because KO is really good defensively with the blocks, but not much of a score. Second straight game scoreless. He leaves with 7 rebounds, no points, 0 for 3. Manning made the first. Short. 10-point game. Shot clock on. Shot clock reset, but hustled down by South Alabama.
And there's about 0.8 of a second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Caio Gonsalves getting a hug. His last home game for South Alabama. Charles Manning Jr., J.J. Chandler, all honored pregame. South Alabama is going to come away with a double-digit win.
Only one Maverick in double figures. Azor with 22. South Alabama's